Hello. Today, I'm going to talk about intermediate soil mechanics, the course of the graduate class from civil engineering. In this one, let's talk about a little bit the soil uh, introduction. What are the soil introduction I have? Let's talk about the principle of soil mechanics. In this course, we discuss about the classification of soil, stress strains, seepage, cohesionless and cohesive soil, slope stability, bearing capacity, and laboratory and field methods for evaluation of soil. And then we have soil are natural resources, and this is the most complex engineering material. Soil shear strengths and consolidation behavior we will talk about in this course and we learn from here. So uh, let's talk about the particle size distribution. In chapter number 2, we discuss about the particle size distribution, influence its like picking and flow of the water strands, its effect, its influence on that, and then gravels and sands. Particle size obtained from screening sieve analysis method uh, passes square holes. It passes the square holes. The sieves have some square holes, and then the gravel and sands particles those pass out from the levels of the sieves. Process not used for silt and clay because those are very small. And then we have a hydrometer. Test is often used. Um, and then the particle size distribution is represented as a semi-logarithm plot. And then like the texture of soil, it determines that sieve analysis employed to determine the grain size distribution of coarse grained soil. Particle size distribution plot is used to delineate different soil texture in soil. In chapter number 3, what we learned so far, like the failures governed by most of the time due to groundwater conditions. For this, you have to identify the soil in field and decide the number and depth of the boreholes. Usually, like groundwater has been responsible for many failures in geotechnical engineering, as it mentioned over here. And then soil identification in the field, moisture, shape and structure, weathering, carbonate. These are the things that's the impact on the soil conditions. So the boreholes locations on dump sites and landslides, the area located no more than a radius of 5 meters from center of the load. Then we can say field or in situ test. This is the main thing. This is the I would say the main part of the investigation to identify the soil. SPT is the very common uh, like the penetration test for soil penetration test for is more common in the US. A clear consent report of site investigation must be prepared after all work's done, after the completion of observation investigation, and then we have to make and write the report for the client. Investigation done in phases. We all know it has certain phases, so we have to go step by step. What we learn from the stress strain relationship, we learned, and the Hooke's law established the stress strain relationship. And then there is a soil properties and soil response in lateral direction are same. To determine elastic stress, you need to find out elastic parameter in different directions. So that's all so far.